Well, tonight, the Trump administration is moving to revoke the visas of 200,000 people who came to the U.S. legally, but later applied for asylum. The State Department says the idea is to tackle fraud and misuse of visas. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live in the studio tonight. And Roxanne, this is now leading to pushback, right?
It is, Chris. The immigration attorney I spoke to tells me that the impact he foresees happening is that it will be used as an excuse to place individuals in removing proceedings instead of allowing them to move forward with their asylum application. Both the attorney and Opening Doors say it further complicates the process for people legitimately in fear of their lives. More than 2,000 foreigners seeking asylum could have their visas revoked.
What we are working to do at the Department of State is to combat fraud and misuse of our visas, and that includes through taking actions to revoke the visas of individuals who are participating in fraud.
The new move targets people who entered the U.S. on short-term visas, such as tourism, business, or education. But immigration attorney Julian Sanchez Mora believes there is an ulterior motive.
That it's suggesting that anyone who entered on a V1, V2 visa and then seeks asylum necessarily has a fraudulent asylum application. And that's just not true.
Opening Doors, a nonprofit in Sacramento which helps immigrant communities, says they're still waiting to see how the policy will roll out.
As a provider of pro bono immigration legal services, we are concerned for the clients that we have that came to the U.S. originally on a tourist visa and have since filed for asylum.
Jesse Mabry says they tend to see more of these asylum seekers from Latin America, China, and Pakistan. But she says it's crucial to note that the entire asylum process is already designed to evaluate the validity of the fear of persecution.
Someone who arrives in the U.S. on a valid visa and then makes a claim of asylum, that would be an affirmative asylum application, which would be adjudicated by USCIS and an asylum officer.
Moving forward, the Department of State says it's going to apply the law and the rules of visas in a uniform way.
We should expect this to be rolling out in tranches as we're able to identify and revoke the visas of individuals participating in that fraud.
Sanchez Mora says if people fall into this category, they can explore other options.
It's not the time to seek advice from a friend or from a notario, regardless of how much money they may save or how trusted they may be. They should seek legal advice from a licensed attorney.
All three people we spoke to could agree on one thing. They say you do not want to do in any legal process, and that is lie about your situation or embellish a story just so that you can stay here in the U.S. They say it could potentially do you more harm. Chris?
Okay, Roxanne, thank you.